Well, I got my Indeed to work again. I had to delete my account, and then it took like, I had to wait a couple of days for them to delete your account. And so I deleted my account. I thought I was gonna never go back on there again. And I was like, fuck that, I'm gonna do that. But I got lost of ways to waste time. And like, when all you do is play poker, you really need to be on your phone, too. Because then it like holds up the game, makes everybody go slower. And it kind of like makes them all know that for sure you're not paying attention to the game. Because you're clearly on your phone. And when they see that, they know that if you're in a hand, you have like a monster. You're only waking up with me. And that's because you're busy on your phone. Kind of like the people who have like the headphones. Like, well, they're busy. They're listening to their like podcasts. They're listening to podcasts about like, you know, software company management. Like nobody's like trying to focus on the game because it's so simple. It's like retarded. So you have to have something else going on, and that's what poker is good for. Is like, let's say I'm on my phone and I'm like clicking around on Indeed or whatever, and I'm thinking like, wow, it would be great if this is actually productive. Because clicking around on my phone, I'm probably going to get nothing out of it. But if you're at a poker table and you're clicking around on your phone, then anytime you put in at a poker table, you're over time, you might, like, at the moment, you might be losing money. But over time, you're winning lots and lots of money. Because the more time you gamble, the more money you make. And even though I'm down, like, almost $60,000 over the last 6 months, over time, I'm going to, all of that time is going to add up to like, oh, good thing I had all that time where I was like losing almost $1,000 a day, because that all added up to me winning this giant amount of money. And it all kind of hits you at one time. Bam! You just start winning. So I'm getting really due, and the more you play, the more due you get. But you also got to go to sleep, wake up, do the dishes, stuff like that. And that's part of this little documentary, is behind the scenes of the guy who's going to win the World Series of Poker, probably in maybe 2 years, because I don't think I'm going to have time to do it again next year. I think like when my kid turns 21, I'm going to come back. And that'll be like our little 21-year-old baby trip. We're gonna come out to Vegas and do the whole World Series of Poker thing, or maybe just the main event, or maybe like some satellites, and then like maybe or maybe not the main event. But she's gonna have that 21-year-old new player luck, and being like a young pretty girl, everyone's just gonna punt money into her. They're just gonna like throw their stack at her. Like, so she's probably gonna do really good at the table. So that's how guys play against girls. Is they're just like, are they bluffing? Probably not. But they are a girl, so I will just punt my whole stack. And I've caught myself doing that at multiple times against girls. So there's something about like the guy, girl, whatever, that makes guys just punt chips into girls. And girls don't understand that. And that's why there's like a women's event. It's because girls still want to punt off chips. Like they just want to bluff. They want to they want to punt. They're terrible at poker. But they get called, and so they're all upset. Oh wow, I got called. What the hell? Well, that guy was trying to punt chips off you. These guys are girls. Like, you're a poor little girl, and you just need all of the chips. Oh, poor baby. Poor baby, need all of the chips. And so everybody's trying to punt this little chip, and then they're like, oh, wow, I keep getting called. I keep trying to bluff everybody, and I keep getting called because I'm a liar. I'm one. And guys are standing there like, well, I was just trying to punt my chips off you because you're a girl. Anyway, my kid's going to go into the World Series in 10 years or something. And she's going to have that installed in her head that all the guys are just trying to punt chips off to her. And she's going to sit there like a brick till she has pocket aces and then rip it in. And everybody's going to call. It's going to be like a 10 tuple left. And it's going to be her first day of the main event. That's my plan. That's my life plan. Day 1, day 2, day 3, she's punting off, or she's just ripping it all in with like aces every time. Everybody's calling, and she wins World Series. And then she gives me $60 million. For I think it was $10 million. I feel like by then the prize pool might even go down. Because I think poker is getting less popular and people are having less money, and it's not going to be like not a 10K anymore. They're going to keep it at 10K for the main, because it's like historical value of the tournament. And they might have lots of mini names. The 10K might go back to being like a like it was in the 70s, where it was like $50 the normal days are. So they had a 25K tournament at Aria, and it was one table. It was 11 people, or 11 bodies. One table. So a 25K sit show. Anyway, I'm making these potatoes, and we got a comment. Jesus loves y'all. So, we're getting a shout out from Jesus on. So, anyway, I got back on Indeed and started getting all these calls from like employers. And so the employer's really like off the Craigslist. I haven't even started the Indeed crap yet. But I'm starting to look for a job. I feel like the Vegas job scene is so like crowded by just bodies that it's like worthless to even put a minute into putting my name on an application. But going back to Little Rock and I'm looking for jobs in Little Rock and it's not like I don't have enough to do or whatever. And like, I don't know if I still have the money to build a house. Like, I needed about 150K. It would be like the bare minimum. I wanted like 200. If I had 200K behind, start building a house, I would for sure get that. But now that I've lost like half of my freaking money in Vegas, I'm thinking I don't really have the money to build a house. And when I need something to do, don't look for a job again. And everybody wants to call me. And I don't know if they're spam or if they're jobs. I'm getting all these calls. You want to meet in person and whatever. They don't want me to come over to their house, their office, like prostitutes in their house every time. I did one like literal job interview for an estimator. And I'm just like trying to do estimates because I think that would be the best thing ever. And what I really want is like training on how to write it. I want to be like a training estimator. I took the class in college, and what they teach you is how to measure a blueprint, and that doesn't help me because I already know that. What I want to know is, like what to write on the estimate. Like what do they want to hear? How do I respond to these like estimate things? Like I'm going to sit there for 6 hours for a fucking blueprint, and then write how much it's going to be, and then not get the fucking job, or have them be like, oh, we need you to fill out this other thing, and then I'm like, how do I even fill this out? Anyway, it's like, and then everybody's talking about the same fucking job for like 2 years. It is dumb as hell. It's like the dumbest process in the world. What they should do is they should like just make it all systemized and just wrap it all into under one umbrella company. Like, oh, this is what the industry standard almost. And then just I mean I'm almost talking about unionizing, but just have one umbrella like a union. Everybody works for them. But how does that end up going is everybody works for the union, and then you get to where you're like a journeyman or you're a certain level. Usually at the journeyman level, they just like cut you out because everybody's looking for the way to save $2. They can save $2 by hiring somebody that's never done it before, and that's the way most of them go. Everybody wants like a 20-year-old dude that's got all the hope in the world running around doing their construction for like 5 years, and then gone. That's just how it is through human nature. But it's almost like I should, like I'm almost answering my own question. Like I should just go get a job doing something else. I should just find something else to do. I should get into like software. So many people that do poker do software. And I think it's like one of those things where it's like they like the repetitive activity kind of like lifestyle, like where they're just like bleep blop, pushing pushing the same damn button every day. People kind of like that or whatever. That'd be why. I got these 2 shirts that I really like, and the button's busted off, and I have no girlfriend to put the buttons back on. And it's all my girlfriend's fault, all my ex-girlfriend. This one, I don't even know where the buttons went. This is the coolest shirt in the world. Freaking pirate shirt. I'm like down to the bare minimum here. And they had that guy who was coming over here, like staying the night, was like trying to help him out or whatever. And then, and the dude like deals at the casino, so he's got like a decent job. I know they pay good. I know they make a lot of money. They talk about how much these dealers like get paid. And I see them cash out their tips. They make like, they work for like 6 hours and make like $100 or $200. So like on tips, and then plus they get like, you know, an hour, which is like 15, $30 an hour or something on top of the tips. So it's like they're making pretty good fucking money. And that's when they're not playing, like when they're not dealing like some crazy game, or some guy comes sit down at the table who's like just giving money away to the dealer. So I know the guy's got, you know, good income or whatever, and I'm letting him stay at my apartment because he said he got kicked out of his girlfriend's house. And I'm like, sure, stay at my apartment. And you met him, or you like saw him. And, you know, kind of like this regular goofy looking dude or whatever. And, he said that his car, got impounded. And I'm like, so he was staying out of his car, was one thing. He was like doing the, like, and I think that it's smart. I think that even looking at like living above this like lifestyle is like kind of a waste. Is the guy's living out of his car and he's got a gym membership and goes to take a shower at the gym, and then he's like sleeping in his car basically. And I think that is the optimal lifestyle. Like that's when you're at optimal living situations. Is sleeping in your car, taking a shower at the gym. Got like a 24-hour fitness or LA fitness or something that's like 24 hours. Go take a shower at the gym. And you get your little workout, you know, you can try to pump those muscles up or whatever, and then take a shower. and or take a shower and then work out and then take a shower again. And that's one thing is, at the baseline, you're taking a shower. And then you can sleep wherever. Like, if you fall asleep, like, wherever, who fucking cares? But, so this guy's living out of his car. He gets his car impounded, he said, because he didn't pay the... I was like, what happened? You didn't pay the insurance or something? He's like, oh, I didn't register it. You didn't pay the registration. Like, well, pay the fucking registration. How do you not, like, and then they impounded your car? Like, the dude's gotta be like 50. He's gotta know, like, he knows this happens. It's like, pay the registration and the insurance and get all that shit. Like, it's part of having a car. But he fucked that up. So now he doesn't have a car. And then he's calling me. And he's like, I don't know if he's begging to come over. Like, is he calling, like, trying to get a welcome to come over? But one thing was, he, you know, comes over here one time. Let him sleep in the apartment. And I walk in, and he knows that I'm like across the street at the casino. And going back at some point, I walk in, the dude's butt naked in my apartment. And I was like, dude, like, you know you're just staying here. You know that I live here. And you know I'm coming back here at some point. Like, you need me to tell you not to be butt naked in my apartment? Like, when I'm clearly gonna come back, like, it's gonna be like sitting butt naked in my apartment. I don't need that. But the thing about the car is, like, they're almost, like, one thing is it's not me, so it doesn't matter anymore. And I don't really know what the hell is up. It's like, I'm asking for that. He doesn't have fucking a camera on. So it doesn't matter how much money it is, like, you can gamble it all away. But when he lost his car, I'm like, dude, like, kind of my plan was, one, I thought you were going to take over the lease on this fucking apartment, which she hasn't shown me. But either that, or you go get an apartment himself. I would stay at his fucking apartment out of Vegas. But the bottom line is him getting an apartment. It's not him living on the couch. Like, it's like a temporary. But he kind of made it like very temporary because he was like walking around the house fucking butt naked. Like, kind of sleeping on the couch fucking butt naked. It's kind of like, I felt like a lack of respect. trying to balance, like, I'm out of money. I'm like completely running out of money. I got like $5K in the bank left. I'll be here for 2 weeks, so I can't lose $1,000 a day. I gotta win. Like, you can't function not winning. But there's a PLO event at Horseshoe in like half an hour. So I'd have to start walking over there right now. And it's $600. I should just say fuck that. Like, I don't really like the Horseshoe. The chairs are bullshit, like, especially the tournament area. It's like the most bullshit chairs. They basically give you no drinks. Like, when I used to go to Tunica all the time, they had like a coffee machine and you could just get your own coffee. And then it's like a really small casino, so it's like the one drink girl is running around. Pretty, uh, pretty quick, pretty consistent. Poker room's right next to the bar. And, drink girl will come around consistently once every half an hour. So it was really no problem. But at the Horseshoe here, the drink people just like are slow, they suck. Like, you might get one drink the whole time you're there. It's like a giant room. Uncomfortable chairs. Anyway. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go to Aria. Get in on the mixed game, maybe play 1-3. I feel like I should take like another nap before I do all this. I gotta get really ready to leave, go home. Also, I'm kind of hungry. I've been thinking about going. Somebody said strip steak. One of the dealers, people, whatever. People have been saying strip steak really good. I think I'm gonna go try a strip steak. I got a bunch of comps over there at Blue Bay. I can't got my comp points, so. Be getting like free or money off.
dude left a sweater here. I'm gonna see if he wants it.
Will have been laying around. Didn't bring my passport everywhere because my ID is expired, and that's the first thing I'm gonna do when I get home is go to the DMV. Get my ID turned back on. Right now, I'm hungry. Got my potatoes going. Crock pot. For later. I have like no spices or anything. Like pepper and that's it. I have salt and pepper, yeah. It's got pepper in it, so. So I'm gonna go over and try strip steak. Probably get an exclusive YouTube live video of my strip steak and stuff.